Welcome back to Get Connected. I'm your host, Con Jackson. Right behind me is the Aria Hotel here in Las Vegas. And one of the cuisines that is really hot right now, literally and figuratively, is Latin cuisine. And no better chef to talk to than Chef Sanchez, who joins us now live. Welcome, Chef.
Hey, it's great to be with you, Con.
Hey, Aaron, it's great to be with you, but I can almost sense that smell of that Latin delicious cuisine coming through the monitor right now.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, brother. Let's feel the love. Let's get into it, no? Because that's what cooking is for me, man, pure love.
Well, tell us when your love of Latin cuisine kind of actually started and who influenced you along the way.
Well, you know, I have a couple mentors in life. My mom was a chef, restaurant person, and I spent time with Paul Prudhomme in Louisiana as a teenager. And I have to say those two people really paved the way.
Certainly great influences, but I know you've developed your own style. How do you describe it to us?
Well, you know, it's sort of kind of a new approach, Nuevo Latino, new approach to Latin cuisine. You know, I basically take traditional Latino dishes and tweak them with some contemporary technique and sort of great ingredients, and then you have my style.
That is certainly awesome, Chef. Can you share a few of your dishes with us?
Yeah, man, let me show you. Right here, the one that I'm going to sort of run you guys through is really a great, simple recipe to do. It's called my pollo con chipotle, and it really simply has some everyday ingredients that you can find. In this case, I have some boneless chicken thighs that are also skinless. I have some sliced onion, ground cumin, a little bit of chopped garlic, and some chipotles in adobo, which is a smoky jalapeno that comes in a can. Pretty straightforward and easy to find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these ingredients and simply put them right into the slow cooker, which is a wonderful invention that makes everyone's life really easy. So I'm going to put all those ingredients right in there like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of canned tomatoes. Now the canned tomatoes are going to give that much needed moisture. But then what's really going to take this to the next level and what's going to make it really exciting and what gives me so much inspiration is a can of Sierra Mist Natural. And now what this product has is acidity. It has a little bit of sweetness, but it's also going to help sort of tenderize the meat and sort of allow it to break down and get yummy. And that's really what you want when you're talking about a slow braise, okay? So I'm going to mix all of those ingredients, make sure everything is well incorporated. No big deal. Put the lid on, put on the low setting, 6 hours, nice and low and slow. Go do the errands with the kids, go do some different things. And then when you come back, this is what you're left with. This wonderfully juicy, well-spiced, well-seasoned mixture that is best served with a tortilla, in my opinion, to have like a wonderful taco. And this is what I have right in front of you, which is garnished with some nice onions, a little bit of cilantro, and it's all right there just for the taking. But you know what? I'm not happy with that. I had to design some more recipes, and I have some over here. Right here are the chorizo empanadas. They have a little bit of potato, a little bit of chorizo in there as well with a wonderful dipping sauce. Right over here I have a little beverage that has some watermelon, a little bit of mint, as well as some Sierra Mist Natural in there as well. And then you have to finish off a meal like this with dessert, something decadent, something over the top. And this is what I have here. I have a little sort of mojito cake, which is sort of a bun cake with a little bit of icing and some lime zest. And that is just something wonderful to end the meal with. And if that wasn't easy enough and so much of an invitation to eat, I don't know what is. But you can find all of this information, videos, techniques, and more tips on how to make this stuff if you go to facebook.com/Sierra Mist and you're in business.
I certainly love it, Chef, but now you've got to explain a term you use called slow and low.
Now low and slow is usually low and slow is usually associated with barbecue. And that's sort of the premise of breaking down big cuts of meat, letting it go, or smoking, etc. But low and slow can really relate to anything that's cooked in the oven for a long period of time at a low temperature, and it really helps really tough meat soften and become easier to eat.
Great advice, Chef, but I have to go back to that mojito cake. Man, tell me about that a little more.
Well, it has the lime zest in there. It also has a little bit of that mint and some of that freshness that is so much needed when you have really sort of assertive and big, bold flavors. So this cake is really a wonderful sort of ending and nice kiss on the cheek, good night. You know what I mean?
Well said, Chef. Now tell us about that secret ingredient you found Sierra missed.
Well, I grew up, eating really wonderful food at home, and my mom grew up in a cattle ranch in Mexico, and we made like a pork glaze with cola. That was an old school thing. So I said, let me take that premise and sort of shift gears and use Sierra Mist Natural as the catalyst for big flavor. And for me, everything has to have acidity because it just wakes up the palate, and it have to have a little bit of sweetness because that offsets any spice or fat. So that's why I chose to use this product. It's my secret ingredient, and I'm using it in a lot of my cooking.
That's awesome, Chef. It just tells you about your creativity. Now, given your tremendous success, which is enormous, what advice would you give to the rest of us pursuing our dream?
You know what? If you want to get into the kitchen and cook, shut your mouth, open your eyes, and move your hands. That is going to help you out a lot.
Chef, you rock. Thanks for the great recipes, and I'm going to have some Latin cuisine tonight.
Thanks a lot, brother.
It was great connecting with the chef, but there's two things I can tell you about his food. Not only does it look good, but it's uber delicious as well. It was awesome having him with us. Now, when we come back, have you ever lost a bag? Where does it go? Well, there's a new TV show called Baggage Battles, and it will reveal, what happens to your lost bags when we come back.
Baggage Battles is bidding on lost and unclaimed luggage at airport auctions around the country and sometimes abroad. We've done London and Scotland.
So glad you got to check out that clip. But listen, we've got plenty more going on here at Get Connected, our TV show. My friend and I are going to give you a glimpse of all the fun, so take it away.
The sun shines bright as it moves across my face. I feel the light and everything is in its place. Oh, I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me. And life is good the way it should, the way it was meant to be.
Well, join us and we'll get you in the know. Check us out at Get Connected at contv.com and be part of the movement.